What is up, Xbox fans? And oh my God, did we get an amazing show on Sunday? I was still traveling from San Diego, got a late flight around 6 p.m. or so, and I didn't get home and get settled in until 1 a.m. Central Time. So I was very tired, but I did try to watch part of the show, and I did, and dude, it was just lit up with some great announcements, some videos just hype me up as an Xbox fan. I'm gonna have to create a new intro just because of that, because of the show, with some of the footage that they put out there on Sunday. Call of Duty, I may be back. You know, I've given up on Call of Duty years ago because it's just always thought it was the same. This thing, you know, it's always cut and paste crap. And then, but it doesn't hurt that it's in Game Pass day one, while everybody else has to pay a pretty penny on it, and that's okay. That's fine, right, Realist? I don't know if you can hear me. I think he's having trouble. I don't hear him. Well, while he sorts that out, yeah, the show was great. I got to see the rest of it on Monday, and it was just. I mean, what else can you say about it? I mean, it was totally badass. They Xbox knocked it out of the park. They kicked everybody's expectations ass, because I'm sure everybody had their Debbie Downer expectations of this. And it just went crazy. Everybody went nuts, man. And we got new hardware, which I think is just a bonus. Everybody wants the games. You know, we got a Series X without a disk drive coming out, and I guess the white versions will always be like the diskless version, just to kind of give it that difference between the one that are disc and, well, because we have the black Series S, so I guess it doesn't matter. But I don't like white consoles. I've never liked them, so I'm not gonna get one. I already got two of them. I already got two Series X's and a Series S, so I really don't need another one. Just to have. So I'm good with what I have. I do like that new Galaxy one, the new with the bottom ring, and I think it has stars on it. Realist, are you fixed up yet, man? Man, I don't hear him. He's not in, man, unless he put himself on mute and doesn't realize it. So yes, let me put this on 2 speeds since we're doing a show here. So yes, I mean, what can you say, dude? Call of Duty, South of Midnight, Perfect Dark, Gears of War, Indiana Jones, Starfield DLCs, and more content coming out, and other third-party games that are coming day one on Game Pass, which is even. And you know, what was everybody telling us, man? What was everybody telling us that Game Pass is terrible for developers, is terrible for the community, it's terrible for the industry. It's just a bad thing, right? You keep saying it's a bad thing, and dude, they are proving everybody wrong, big time. And there's not much going on in PlayStation side of things. I got a PlayStation, and I'm wondering, why do I even have it? Doom. How can I forget about Doom? That was the first one they showed. I mean, the second one they showed. Even my son, while we're waiting for the airplane and everything, he saw the trailer first before I did, and I told him, it's like, I don't want to see it yet. I don't want to see it yet. And he just told me the title, and that's pretty much it. And he said, Daddy, it looks awesome. I said, of course it is. It's Doom. How could it not be? Right? And so, yeah, the Dark Ages. Dark Ages all the time with Doom, isn't it? I mean, you're in hell, or some sort of universe that is hell, and yeah. And then State of Decay. Now, here, after I saw the State of Decay thing, I reached out to Realist and Sick, and I'm like, hey, man, like I'm excited for State of Decay, but I wish they would have showed some gameplay. And Realist came back and said, "Dude, that was gameplay." So I'm watching it here again. So okay, that's the gameplay. Okay, now that's the part I missed. Realist, are you on now? I see your little indicator going off, but I don't hear you. I hear a little crackling here and there. So if that's how State of Decay 3 looks, dude, I'm blown away. Blown away how State of Decay is gonna look. And when is that coming out? This year? Next year? Or maybe there was no date. I don't know. I don't know. But Xbox fans, don't let anybody try to get you down with the old, expired, pointless narrative about how Xbox has no games, Xbox this, every negative thing you can think of that Sony fans and Xbox haters have been saying for years, which has never been true. They keep saying Xbox doesn't have this, Xbox doesn't have that. Flip them off and say, fuck you. Because Xbox has always had them. And now it's going to be insane after this, or this year and from here on out with the content they're putting out. Because, dude, first with Hellblade, which I'm still playing, and the graphics on that bad boy, the story, everything about it, it's a fantastic game. If you haven't tried it, check it out. The only thing I do like to knock on it, it's the block, the parry move. Just sometimes I just don't get it right. Dragon Age, what we just saw there, seems way different than the previous ones. The Inquisition was a great game. I played that for who knows how long. Some great stuff on Inquisition, and we'll see what this new one. It looks a little kooky compared to the old styles, but we'll see. We'll give it a chance here. And now we got Starfield here showing about the new content that's coming out later this year. And dude, bring it. And I'm sure this is going to cost. It's not going to be free. I mean, you got the base game. You can at least fork over to buy the DLCs, which I'm fine with, because this could be like I don't know. I'm just guessing here. $20, $20 DLC, maybe. Who knows? Could be more. Could be less. But yeah, people are gonna get back into. Dude, look at it. It looks amazing. It looks sick. So, all right, my one viewer, what's up, man? Whoever you are, thank you for coming in, checking the show out here. I'm just reacting to the show because last week I was out. I was in San Diego for a family vacation. I didn't get back till late Sunday, so I didn't get to see the show on live, and I got to see pieces of it while at the airport. And then Monday I was able to finish it off and just be blown away. Sugar bombs. Get your sugar bombs at the Vault Tech. More vaults. Things. Oops. Looks like he left. So let's see. Let me skip over some of this stuff. I really don't care for Fallout 76. Never picked it up. Never played it. So this part here I can do without. Play as the ghoul. Play as the ghoul, man. Play it, man. I don't want to stop it. World premiere. So I was reading a little something about South of Midnight and how the look of it, which is their artistic style of doing things, the stop motion style, there's going to be a setting in there to turn it off. because I think there's going to be some people who get sick of, not sick of it, but get sick by it. The way to stop motion, which I don't understand. How do you get sick of that? It's like, I just feel like some people are just really weak. But I guess some people are more sensitive than others. And so there will be a setting. I don't know. I read it somewhere. There will be a setting to turn off the stop motion and just go back to being regular, smooth gameplay. I'm going to keep it as stop motion because that was the intended stop artistic style. Here's Expedition and coming to Game Pass in 2025. How nuts is that, man? How crazy is that? Does it go to PlayStation? You know what? I really don't care because I'm not going to play it there. I'm playing it here on Xbox, on my Xbox Series X, on Game Pass. And here's South of Midnight I was talking about. Looks awesome. I think it looks fantastic. I can't wait to try this out. It looks different. It's very unique. The stop motion is great, and for some people, you know, you may not like it, so you could go ahead and you'll have the option of turning it off. So that'll be a good thing for your weak stomach peoples who can't handle that kind of the stop motion things. Let's turn on some sound, right? Let's see.
Gotta move quicker now.
I have it on a little fast.
That drug island is the gator?
Yes.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, man. That's not too loud. There we go. It seems like a bit of mix of kind of like Monster Hunter style, because you know it's a big monster and you're battling it, you're fighting against it. Got that close up.
Time to find that church.
Oh, are you in? Nope, you're not in, man. I don't hear you. You're having too much trouble with your devices. I don't know what's going on over there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what the deal is with this whole flying thing that she's doing. But hey, you may have some special superpowers or something. But either way, I'm looking forward to play. Dude, every game in there, well, there were a few that I'm not looking forward to play. What's it? Flight Simulator. They have some updates. It's like, well, I don't play it. I don't have the patience to learn all the controls of it to be able to fly. I tried the first time and when it first released, and I kept crashing. And the ones that were already started in air, it's like I kept crashing still. South of Midnight. What's up, punny? What it do, friend? Yeah, the ponies are done, man. The ponies are definitely done. They have nothing to say. They have nothing to game. They have nothing to look forward to. That's how bad, down and out they are right now. Because Xbox Showcase completely destroyed them. They don't know what to do. Their own showcase was a lump of shit, right? A big lump of doo-doo. It had nothing compared to what this is. And like there were some previous showcases Xbox had that were pretty good. I'm not saying it was on par on this one, but it wasn't too bad. But of course, everything's doom and gloom with Xbox. You know, that's what you have to accept, that it's always doom and gloom no matter what. Yeah. So, what up, Pawnee? I was out last week because I was on family vacation in San Diego, and we're trying to get Realist here, and he looks like he's having a little trouble. I don't know why. Maybe it's his headset, maybe it's his phone, or maybe it's his iPad. Maybe it's one of his many devices that he has, because he does buy a lot of stuff.
Man, can you hear me now?
Oh, I hear you very low.
In the darkness, at the very heart of the world, the drums.
Man, what is going on with your device?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, you sound far away. And I got everything turned up high so I can hear you just fine.
You good? I'll just go. I'll just use the phone, man. I don't know what's up with this, man. It's not detecting my microphone. So be back.
Okay. All right. Damn, my headset's too loud now. So let's see what we got next here. Uh, oh, Metal Gear Solid. Looks like we're getting a new game. So I didn't, like I said, I was out last week, Sunday too. So I just watched it. I didn't do any research on the games itself. I'm guessing this Metal Gear is a previous one. Yes, it's just remastered. It's remastered. I don't know. Let's see. Clapping like that in a long time. On top of that, Jeff K got his cheeks clapped as a bonus to what was that shit with his little showcase. Yes, his little tiny showcase, his baby showcase. Did he have one? I don't know. I didn't watch anything else after whatever Xbox put out. I didn't watch any other. If there was Ubisoft, there was EA or anything. So if Jeff put out one, then I have no idea because I don't pay attention to his crap. I don't watch his stuff. I can't stand him. He's a degenerate idiot, and I cannot stand him. I refuse to watch him. And so that's that. Metal Gear Solid, is that coming to Game Pass? Now I want everything to come to Game Pass. So yeah, man, they were crazy. It's like they show something that's first party, and then a third party. First party, they kind of switch off back and forth and everything. Sea of Thieves, man. So it's been a long time since I played Sea of Thieves, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it more with people. I've done it by myself, and like I'll tell you the truth, I get bored by myself. Okay, I get bored by myself trying to control the ship and everything. And it's more fun with somebody. I used to play a lot with my son, but he moved on to better things. He's playing Helldivers right now, and he can't get enough of it. Sometimes he'll play a Roblox game, but he never went back to Sea of Thieves. And we were pretty good at playing it all the time. So this was a kick ass. Yeah, see, yeah, man. Was wondering where you were last week. It was good. Take some time off every now and then. Been enjoying the summer here too in Canada. Going to even walk to run to. Yeah. I was in San Diego for a graduation. My wife's brother lives down there. He's in the Navy, so he took us around his Navy base. We didn't get on the ship because they were doing some kind of maintenance on it. But usually he can take us on the ship to check it out. But he didn't. He didn't this time. But we did go on base, check it out. Man, they have everything. They had a McDonald's. We stopped by McDonald's on the Navy base. They have a cleaners. They have all sorts of stuff. Are you good now, man?
Should be.
There you go. Now you sound good.
Not really. Oh, mic would have been so much better. I can hear myself. Everything was checking out, but Discord.
Yeah.
No worries. No worries. My hero.
What it do?
What it do, baby?
So, did you watch the show live?
Yes, sir. Legal called me up like what 20 minutes before it started.
Oh, did he?
We basically had a watch party. So like the stream we were on was like four and some change.
Kind of
So
like what we did last time, the Sony one,
without commentary.
without.
Like we literally had a watch party, bro. Like
Uh-huh.
we sat there, we watched
We
it.
just
Nobody
watched
really
it?
said- and interacted with the people in the chat, but like we didn't really say anything.
Oh, okay. It just sat
yeah,
next to each other. And that's it.
Basically, like we were in the movies, sharing popcorn and shit. But yeah, I watched it, man. Like I didn't want to tell you anything. I wanted you to.
No, dude, I'm
You know what I
telling
mean?
you, I didn't. I was so busy with what's going on in San Diego with all the activities we were doing that I did not even try to open. I didn't even open my apps at all, even if I wanted to, because I was just at the end of each day I was just tired from all the activities we were doing, and it's just like I would watch one episode of a show and then go to bed. It was just I was worn out. And I would knock out for until the morning. I was just gone. And so when Sunday came around, I was like, oh crap, the show's today. And so I was like, all right, I'm on this side of the US, so it's gotta be the whatever they say, like 1 p.m. Pacific or whatever time it started.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, I was like, where am I gonna be? And it turns out we were still touring around. Like that was the day we were supposed to come home, but the flight wasn't until 6 o'clock. So we were still like touring around San Diego and like, so I forgot all about it until I got to the airport. I'm like, oh, the show. So I was like, all right, we're just sitting down. We're not doing shit. I'm gonna sit down and watch the show. And that's why I kept chiming into with you guys later that day. It's like, oh my god, did you see that? Did you see this? Like I'm all late.
Yeah. And that's why, like, and then when you said, I didn't really watch it because, man, like, State of Decay is that gas station part. Because
Okay,
that's
so
where I came in.
yeah. So
Because, like, when I came in the first time, I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me. So I was like, oh, man.
yeah.
Use
So
the
so I saw the
Bluetooth.
video of the State of Decay. So I remember what you said. It's like I know I missed it too. I'm like, man, it's like it looks like a whole like CGI thing. And yeah, I
Right.
caught what you're saying. It's like, yeah, I was like, oh, I can see the gameplay now. I was like, dude, that was straight up looks like it was part of the scene, like the sweet sequence of some video,
hmm
right? Um, yeah, so it looks badass. It's completely different from what the previous ones look like.
Right. And that's why, like during that show, we kind of asked the question, like, do you think it's going to be the same, or do you think they'll have some type of narrative behind it? I think that was Legal and Game Heroes. They seem to think there's narrative in the game. To me, there's no narrative. You basically create the story.
Just
You have like
survival game.
backstories for the people, but like there's no story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because before they showed the one chick, she was with the deer, and it kind of made it seem like, you might have a I guess the survival part would be a campaign, but like a story campaign. How's that?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. But it looks like a lot of these games that Xbox is doing up until you get to, because I saw that you showed what's that game with the stop motion?
Oh, South of Midnight.
South of Midnight.
Yeah.
Only that's one of the games that like you couldn't really tell if it was gameplay or a trailer.
Yeah.
Like kind of like one shot-ish.
Yeah.
It's like it did blend right in with the CGI when it comes to State of Decay. I don't even want to call it CGI anymore because I feel like it might be disrespecting somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard about what happened with Jeff.
Uh-uh.
Jeff was like, he called Gears of War CGI. Oh, that was just CGI. That great trailer that you saw, that was just CGI.
Oh, and then somebody chimed in and said, no, it's not.
Paraphrasing. And then one of the guys from Blizzard, got his name.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, no, it's actually this. Basically, they're using game assets to make that trailer, so it's not just the CGI. And he said, and you calling it just the CGI is basically, discounting the hard work that we do.
Yeah.
Dang,
And see,
yeah.
it's guys like him who just will say something thinking he knows something and then looks like a total ass afterwards. Like, why do you even do that, you know?
Don't even say anything, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
Say
your show was trash. Sony's show was trash. They didn't give you anything to blow into, so just sit back and watch. Like you don't really like he didn't show it on your stage. Why even have it? Look, I'm tired of Jeff. You know what I mean?
Dude, I was
Jeff,
tired of him for years
like,
ago, man. I'm telling you.
well, I mean, for a while he was all they had, right? Outside of what Microsoft did, like, because I'm a fan of, like, I miss E3. I want E3 back.
Yeah.
So like he was like the closest thing trying to actually bring it E3 until Microsoft this year. They actually brought the spirit of E3 back with what they did with their showcase. I think it was 33 games or something like that.
Yeah.
17 from Microsoft. So it was crazy.
17. I didn't even keep up with the count. So it was 33.
I saw it on Twitter. I didn't count either.
Jesus.
So like, yeah, and I know a lot of people, they don't want to count certain games, but like Warcraft, Diablo, Call of Duty, it's first party now.
Yeah.
So like I said, they basically brought us the spirit of E3 through the Microsoft showcase. So I mean, because even the gameplay and the trailer, what they had with Doom, like I think that was just like all from the game. like no CGI. But the way that they're making games now, you can't really tell the
You can't
difference. You know,
tell.
like
Yeah. And
that whole one shot deal where it all just looks the
it
same.
all blends in together. Yes. And that's what I was telling
Mm.
you, a couple weeks ago about Hellblade. It's the same way. Like
Oh yeah.
I was playing the last couple of nights, trying to catch up with the game and everything, and I've caught some moments where it's like you can tell the transition between where the computer takes over and the game, or when you take over. And but for the most part, it's so smooth you can't tell where it begins and where it ends. Like you
Oh
said,
yeah.
it's like the one
We're gonna
shot.
see a lot more of those. You know what I mean? It's getting crazy, man, because it used to be clear and obvious what was a cutscene, what was
Yes.
gameplay.
Yeah.
And like when people showed something, they would say, "Oh, that's just a cutscene." But now you can't really tell with a lot of these
Mm-mm.
games.
No, no, you can't. It's just nuts, dude. I was like, I'm sitting at the airport watching. It's like on my phone. It's like I really don't want to watch this on my phone, right? I want to watch it on a my big screen, and it's like because there's only so much I can see. Like I try to download it and it got stuck at midway, so I'm stuck with watching at 720 the whole time. So that pissed me off. And
Airport internet.
yeah, airport internet sucks, man. And so every little thing. Well, you saw, man. I'm messaging you guys. It's like, dude, that looks awesome. Oh my god, State of Decay. I wish they show a gameplay. And you're like, dude, there was gameplay. It's like what?
Bro, because that's what I said. I was like, man, this should have showed a little more gameplay, man. It's about time we see what the game looks like.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And after the show, I watched it again, and I was like, oh, dude, that was gameplay.
Yeah, you can't
You
tell.
know,
Yeah. And in
you
Perfect Dark, I
can.
was like, when I saw Perfect Dark, I'm like, what is this? I had no idea it was Perfect Dark. Like I didn't pick up on it.
Well, I mean, once they showed her, then I knew.
And it was like, ooh. It's
Did
like
you get to that? And did you get to that part?
they just showed Perfect or yeah, they just showed it just now. Or they're showing it now. Oh, it
Oh,
just
I'm
ended.
looking. Okay, I see it now.
Yeah, it just ended.
But yeah, that game, man. Look, hey, but what's the deal with like? Because all right, you're around my age.
Mm,
So back when we were younger, right, everything was like side scrolling, and
yeah.
then you had like Mario, and that brought in and Zelda that brought in the whole like 3D generation,
Yeah.
and then the 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 next evolution was first person, right? Because I don't know if you ever played Madden, but then Madden added helmet mode. You
Oh,
had like
that
you
that
had
I don't know.
first person, yeah, first person in basketball games. Like that was like the next evolution to where you felt like you were in the game, right?
Yeah.
And then now that people are trying to make Microsoft in the PlayStation, everybody's crying about some third party games. I mean, third person games. What's the big deal with third person? I mean, I can understand like in some RPGs where you get this cool armor and you never get to see it.
Yeah.
But like every game does not need to be in third person. And then, like I said, third person was like the next evolution. We've done third person. We've been playing third person games.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you have like, and then when you see a game like Perfect Dark, when she climbs in, you can see her legs, you can see you can see her arms, and it doesn't look goofy. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It doesn't look wonky. Like that is to me, that's like a part of the next evolution. Like when Cyberpunk came out,
Yeah.
I was crying about third person. Like no,
Uh,
like they
for
know what they wanted to do.
for a second there, when Perfect Dark showed up, I thought it was like Mirror's Edge because it had that
Yeah,
Mirror's
so
Edge
I
feel
said it
to it.
was Mirror's Edge and Splinter Cell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
Because I mean, if they can execute it, like I would prefer a first person game. It's like Indiana Jones. Like, Did you? Well, I know you saw it,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like it looks like they executed it properly. I mean, because like some of these games give you both aspects, like Bethesda games,
Mm-hmm.
and third person does not look good.
Like I mean,
It's like
it
you get to
doesn't
see your player.
make a difference to me. Like when they presented Indiana Jones the first time, and everybody started having a fit about, oh, it's not third person. Oh my god, how could they? Yada yada yada. I'm like, dude, it's like, it's like I didn't think that wasn't the first thought in my head. I'm like, when is this being released? That was my first thought. Yeah. So I don't know.
Because like some of these third person games, they look like you're using like a mouse.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know what I
yeah,
mean, with the way they
turn
move.
and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, and then the combat it has to be right. And then when you compare like Witcher to Cyberpunk, I know Cyberpunk's a later game, but you look at the way the combat looks and feels in Cyberpunk compared to Witcher. Like sometimes it's not always the best to have a third person game. I'm just like people are complaining that I've seen people complaining about Indiana Jones because they're so happy that what's the name of that game from Obsidian? How the words. Um Help me out, check man.
Trying to remember what you're
And
talking. Which game you're talking about?
the game from Obsidian, man.
What about?
Avowed.
Mm-hmm.
So like Avowed is got both aspects. And then when they show the third person view, a lot of people were complaining about it. It's, you know what I mean? They said, "Oh, yeah, there's a reason why they don't want to show it in third person, but yeah, they're offering third person.
Yeah.
They're showing all the combat in first person. It's just, I don't know.
It
I
just
was hoping
people.
that you seen some of the whining about like
No,
the
no. I mean,
aspect.
I watched it. I watched it. The game, the showcase. I finished it off Monday, and then that was it. I did not look at anything else. If anything, any
Respect.
complaints or nothing like that. It's like, dude, the show itself spoke for itself, and there was no need for me to look up any complaints or any additional info. It's like, dude, this is what we're getting. I'm excited. I cannot wait. We live in good times. The next couple, 2 or 3 years looks insane because some of these games are gonna be pushed off, and
I hope not, man,
I mean,
because like we had a light first quarter.
yeah, yeah. Did we have anything at all? No. Well,
No, I mean
no.
unless you want to count Pal World, but like
Uh,
we didn't get anything from first party until
no.
Hellblade,
Yeah.
the
And that,
second
and that was
quarter.
just now. That was this month or last? No, that was this.
The second quarter. It was
Was it
May.
May? That was the
Was
end
it
of
May
May
or
though.
June? I thought it was
It
the
was
end of
May.
May though.
It was May.
Yeah. So like uh
So,
I really don't like it, but I'm gonna assume that there's somebody that operates above my pay grade and knowledge level. And there must be something to them like putting all those games at the end of the year.
you see
Because
how the? Go
hmm?
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I always disagree with that, like the way they put Forza and Halo next to each other, uh, the way they put Forza and Starfield next to one another.
Yeah.
It was like, and everything at the end of the year, like you're gonna have to choose one or the other,
Yeah.
and maybe they just know that they're two games, which is what legal are that two games addressing two different player bases, and it doesn't really matter. But at the end of the day, you still have a whole bunch of you have a clutter because it seems like all these other publishers don't want to deliver in the first half of the year either.
Hold on a second. So my son opens the door. My younger one. He opens the door. He's like pointing at something on the couch. I know what he's pointing at, but he's in his underwear. So he knows what I'm doing. He's like, and I'm like, go get it. Right? He's like, nope, because he would have to go
Oh,
behind.
because he thinks you're gonna see. He thinks people are gonna see you.
Yeah, yeah, because he has to go behind me and get it because the couch is behind me. And for sure, you guys would have seen him and run around his little underwear.
Well, on my stream, I don't see it. But maybe
No,
I
everybody else will.
because the only thing I see is your
Desktop. Yeah, yeah. Oh, but did you notice on Fable? I don't know if you've read, but that character guy that first introduced Fable in the game, well, in the first trailer, where he's telling it kind of the story that's going on. The black dude from IT Crowd.
Oh, the first guy, yeah.
Yeah, and he's no longer he quit or he I don't know what happened with that. He's no longer in. Now they replaced him with this dude, this hero guy,
Yeah, well, they,
Humphrey.
yeah,
Yeah,
Humphrey.
yep. They replaced him with Humphrey. So.
So they said you saw that they replaced him
Well, I would think
and the
so
guy
because
quit.
I mean, if the guy left, then what's the point of keeping that character that they had in the first place
Okay, what
with a
I'm
different
asking
voice?
is like, so it's a known fact that he quit. He's no longer on the project.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I
There was
did,
some
I did.
announcement or some article that came out that he quit or they let him go or something, but he's no. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it matters, but no,
No,
I like that
I don't
I
mean
like
I
that
don't know if he was a
people
character
recognized
in
him.
the game, but like I like the way he kind of started the trailer, doing the little narrative of the story.
Because I keep seeing that you can create your own character. So like the girl that everybody's complaining about.
Dude, I would want that girl as my main character. Like when I, oops, hold on a second. You there?
Yes, sir.
All right. So yeah. So when they have these games that you can create, I usually just go with the default because it's like one, I'm not good at creating. I always create some weak ass character, and two is like just give me the default character, give me the character that I saw in the trailer, and I'll be happy with that. Even though she's ugly, who cares?
But she's not. She's just average.
Yeah, she average, man.
And these guys want, somebody they can really
Supermodel.
get off to, I guess. For like,
Oh, you gonna play this little mouse game? It's so
no,
cute.
sir.
It's so cute.
No, sir.
Me neither.
Like, like I was like, oh man, come on. Like, there's something for everybody, I guess.
Yeah, like, don't start off strong and then end it with like some little mouse game.
Yeah, don't end it with the mouse game. Throw it in there like they did. Like, put it in there.
Like you can put it in the middle and everything and be okay. Just but oh, did you know that on that South of Midnight game you could turn off that stop motion feeling?
No.
Yeah. So they're gonna from what I read it somewhere. I should have kept it, bookmarked it or something. But because some people are stating like, oh my god, I get sick. I get sick with stop motion or whatever motion, right? But they get sick. And so I think the developers already had that. They were anticipating that, so they're gonna put a option to turn that off. So you'll have just a smooth gameplay like any normal game.
It's not.
I'm keeping
So
it on
the gameplay would be stop motion or just like the cutscenes?
the gameplay.
Because the gameplay looked smooth. It was the cutscenes where it was like the stop motion.
Oh, to me, I just
It's
saw
like
stop motion the whole time.
when she was fighting the gator and
Yeah.
trying to ring the bell.
Maybe it is just the cutscenes that you can turn off because that's what I read that people are like, oh my god, they're so sensitive. I can't deal with that motion. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, they'll always find something to complain about, but I mean it's good, I guess, for those people who will be bothered by it. But I don't. It wouldn't bother me. I mean, if you watch Spider-Man, you shouldn't have a problem with cutscenes for a
Yeah.
few minutes tops.
Do you like
But
these Life is Strange games?
hmm I played the
Same.
first two. I bought True Colors. I just haven't played it yet. I was also playing. Look, I think I spoke about this before, but like I played like when I got a PlayStation, I played some of those movie games, and I
Mm-hmm.
was like,
Yeah.
man, I should try more like movie games because I didn't like playing Last of Us. I thought that the story was good, so I went from there and I played The Walking Dead Telltale,
Oh, that one's good.
and then from there I played Batman, Back to the Future. Uh,
Oh,
I
Batman.
bought The
The Batman's good.
Expanse.
Yes.
Yeah, Batman is good. It's a little bit more work. You have to actually do some detective work.
Yes.
But the one I liked the most, and I was so excited when I heard they were coming up with a sequel, was Wolf Among Us.
Oh, dude. I think we talked about this before. The first time I saw
Yeah,
it, because I played all those other ones you're talking about. I played Borderlands. I played Batman. Not the last of it, but the Walking Dead ones. The Shimon one. There's another one, right? Yeah, I don't know if you play that one.
Shimon.
Yeah, there's a spinoff of the Walking Dead. So look it up, man. It's like there's another Walking Dead out there.
Oh, Michonne.
Michonne, yes, Michonne.
Yeah, I played all of it. Like it all came in because they had a Telltale
Oh,
bundle.
bundle thing.
It was like they went out of business for a minute, right?
Uh huh.
And so like probably like a month after they announced that, they had a whole package on Xbox
Yeah.
for all of the games.
Well,
So I got all of the games.
so I've always put off The Wolf Among Us. Like I just kept just knocking. It's like I'm not gonna play that. And the only reason I know it's a dumb reason was because of the cover. The cover just looks hokey, right? With that wolf on the front cover. I don't know if you remember it, but it did nothing for me. I saw it. I'm like, this looks stupid. Never saw any gameplay. Didn't look it up. Just went off the book cover and said, that just looks dumb. Well, then one day I just like, you know what? I'll just pick it up. Dude, that was an amazing game. I was totally wrong on The Wolf Among Us. It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good. Have you played the Minecraft story modes?
No.
Oh,
I told you I don't play this. That's your game.
no. It's like a story, like those Telltale games. That's what they are, and it's good. Both of them.
I'll look into it.
The only problem
who
right
made
now,
it?
the problem right now with those two games, story mode 1 and 2,
Mhm.
is that they've been delisted and they don't make them anymore. So it's become a huge collectible if you find them. And
Tell me about
they're
something.
charging
Yeah,
up the ass for those story mode games for Minecraft. And I had both of them. Even my son was like, "Why did you trade them in?" I was like, "I usually trade everything in. I don't keep anything." He's like, "You did it with Godzilla for the PS4. I can't believe it. Now they're going for $300, and now you traded in a story mode." I was like, "Well, I had no idea that was going to happen." I was like, "Who's to know that these things were going to shut down?" It's like, "That's why you just keep it." My son's all getting after me. "That's why you should just keep your games."
dude, I'm looking at it right now. Telltale made that one too.
Yeah. See, man, don't be discounting my Minecraft.
No, I just know. All right, I like to build, and I would probably like Minecraft. I probably get stuck like everybody else, just sitting around building stuff. But I watched my nephew do it, and I know that shoot, man, that'll be the only thing I played. So I didn't even start.
No, in September there's going to be a Minecraft event here, and they have no pictures. They don't have any pictures. They just say Minecraft Adventure, Plano, Texas, September 20th, or I think it starts September 20th. Come down, check it out, yada yada yada. I'm like, cool. It's like, let me check it out. It's like, there's no videos, there's no promotion. It's just an announcement. I'm like, what the hell is this crap, man? And it's like $30 to get in, right? I was like, well, it must be a big deal if they're going to charge that much. And so I asked my younger son. He's like, hey, because he's 9 years old. So I figured, hey, he still plays Minecraft. I was like, hey, I thought maybe he'll get excited. So I said, hey, you want to go check out this real life Minecraft adventure thing? He's like, no. I'm like, what? I don't like Minecraft. You play Minecraft every day. He's like, I just like to play. I don't want to go to no Minecraft show. It's like, then I'll go by myself.
So check it out, Tech. Do you play Life is Strange?
Yeah. I think I played them all.
So you play True Colors too?
Let me see. Let me look it up and see if
That's the last one that came out.
is that the one that she went. It was a girl and like her brother died or something.
Somebody always dies, and it's always something supernatural.
Yeah, strange.
Or somebody's dead in another channel.
This one's like she went to Colorado or something.
I think that's it.
Yeah. So I played it. I was just looking it up to see if I can remember. It's been a while, but yeah, I played them all.
Did you play the one that Microsoft had?
Dude, I'm disconnecting like a lot. I'm connected directly to the router.
Oh, you're talking about your internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what was up, man. I couldn't get my mic to work.
So what about it?
I didn't want to use my phone, but I'm on my tablet.
This Indiana Jones one just cracks me up, man. They always like the bad guy's always doing something silly, just like in a movie, and then they get their ass kicked.
So that guy's he's been around.
What?
You said that guy's funny. What are you talking about? The guy that's antagonizing him for The Rock?
Yeah, he's like just dancing around doing. Bad guys always do that, you know. Yeah, Punty. I don't know what's going on. I got mine connected my computer straight into the router, so I can have a stable connection. But I keep getting this Discord is disconnected. Or I'm sorry, OBS is disconnected, and then it reconnects right back again. So I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to restart my router.
So what's your hype level for Indy?
I'm excited for an Indiana game. But it seems like it's going to be like a Wolfenstein type game. So a little bit of more the same.
I mean, it is machine.
Yeah. So once I saw the gameplay on this presentation here and everything, I was like, oh, it's like a Wolfenstein game, but Indiana Jones. Or no, I don't want to say Metro.
What about his Wolfensteinish?
The way he like just now, like the fight scenes, it's very Wolfensteinish because like so up and close, up close and just kind of personal. Is very Wolfenstein to me.
Oh,
they did have to bring the boulder. Of course, man. That's like the iconic scene. The boulder coming after you. How can he not have that? I thought this robotic one, this mech one, was like a
Mecha Break.
Gun. What's it called? Gundam. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was Gundam or Gundam-like.
It's the exact same thing, right? It's just mech transforms into a robot and then the ship and then goes back to a robot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks exactly the same as the Gundam. Not that I know anything about Gundam. I just know of it.
Like the only mech game that I was really into was Mech Assault. And that was because it was multiplayer.
I wish they would bring that. I don't know why they can't bring that back.
Well, they don't. It's something with the IP, but like, with the current client,
I don't know why IP owners have to make it difficult. They know it's a love franchise. People love it. If you bring it back now with today's graphics and the network, dude, it's gonna take off.
But you never know. Like, $1 trillion company says, "Hey, let us have this." You don't know what they're asking for. And what I was gonna ask you, like, do you think it would be a big hit? Because with the way that the publishers, approach video gaming and making a new video game, like everything's got to be a hit.
Yeah, I
And
get
so,
it.
do you think it'll be a hit? Because like back then it was a hit, but
Probably
back then
not.
like
No.
playing online was something totally new. And like I don't see a lot of kids hyping up
No.
mechs. It's like all this whole geezers talking about mechs. So like,
Yeah. No.
is it going to be a hit? Is it worth the trouble? We would
Nah.
like to. There are a lot of games that people keep asking. I want somebody to make it MDK,
No, I think
but if the,
it would be it'd be one of those things that only the hardcore like OG players will know and have that feeling like, oh my god, they're bringing it back, while everybody else is like, what is this? So no, I don't think it'd be. I mean, it's more about selfishness. I want to see it. I want it in today's graphics, but there's a way to play it online. The original, if you got the original Xbox, and there's a network for it. I mean, you have to mod your Xbox and do all sorts of stuff to make it work. I just don't do it. I don't want to put the effort in doing all that.
yeah, I just don't think. I don't think that game be a big deal. So it's like, I guess we just have to let it die.
Let it
You
die.
know,
Let it die.
at least like I mean, you can imagine like back then the way the game played, we thought it was great. And if
Yeah.
they kind of like, even if they like threw it in like back compat, how would it play? So I don't know. I mean, I would like to see it. And then I remember there was a leak like 5 years ago, uh, whatever they call it when they go in the back door and find things says, and Phil Spencer likes mechs. Everybody started talking about, oh, Mecha Assault, Mecha Assault, but we didn't get it. We got the Exo Mecha game,
The XO,
and
yeah.
it came and went. And then now we have Mecha Break. So if it's not online, like I didn't grow up watching Gundam.
No, I didn't either. I just know
Like I
of it.
like Transformers. They
I know.
bring Transformers back, I get crunk.
Ooh, yeah. That reminds me. I need to set up my 360 and re-download my Transformer games because I did buy them digitally. And I thought because they're going to shut down the 360 store that you won't be able to download your games that you've already purchased. So I think they clarified already that you can continue
Yeah,
down.
they just won't sell them for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It's like, man, buy a 360 to play 2 games. I only got like 2 360 games, but they're not backwards compatible.
I still have
And
quite a few. I used to keep a list, like an Excel spreadsheet of the games I owned on 360 and the ones that were not backward compatible that I wouldn't, at least I would know. But now it's like, I don't think I have that list anymore. I'm like, crap, where'd it go?
I've been digital since it was an option. But like, and then there were the one of the games that I have, Chainsaw. What was it called?
Oh, Chainsaw Lollipop something?
Lollipop Chainsaw,
Yeah.
right? Uh, they
Oh,
were supposed to
how about the
drop a remake of that.
How about the Ochibana something something? You know what I'm talking
Is that
about?
the game that's in Game Pass?
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Are you talking about the new? It's a new game from Capcom, right?
It was an old one. There's an old one I have on the 360.
Well, I don't know it.
It's called Ochibana. It's some girl. And some girl, and of course she's all like, sexy and stuff.
You play Assassin's Creed, don't you?
Oh yeah, I played them all except Mirage. I still haven't started Mirage. Dang, I forgot all about that. Now I don't even check my shelf anymore. It's like if I don't have it digital, it's like I don't even think about it.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like less clutter. It's like I can have a whole bunch of discs on the shelf or get rid of them. I basically threw most of it in the trash.
And then I picked up that Mortal Kombat 11 or whatever its number it is. I forgot which number I got for. What was it? What I tell you guys? $5, $6. Target had like a whole shitload of games just for sale for under $10.
Oh yeah, Target, Walmart.
Yeah.
It's the days are numbered for it. I mean, people get excited when they announce, oh, physical. Like Alan Wake's gonna get a physical release now, but like, and you see how limited run is like leading people. Like they're charging ridiculous prices for these games. As far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't pay for it.
Mm-mm. No,
But
I
like,
wouldn't either.
so did you watch the Ubisoft
Uh-uh.
the Ubisoft for it? Okay, because they show you gameplay of AC Shadows.
And what'd you think?
I don't like it.
No,
It didn't look good to me.
because of your peoples.
Well, I had the collector's edition, and like it just seemed like maybe hopefully it's an early build. You know what I mean? Because like the combat, like there were no sparks, there was nothing. It was like he was doing a lot of talking. Like Alexios didn't talk; he just killed motherfuckers, man.
He ain't got time to talk.
You know what I mean? Who was the other guy? Ivar. Ivar didn't talk.
Uh,
This dude's like doing monologues in the middle of the sword battles.
oh, is he?
Yeah, like and then the girl when she talks, she's got that voice that'll put you to sleep.
Oh no.
It's like I could stay for the daimyo. And it's even I can't even do it that lazy, as lazy as she did it. It's like she sounds like she's like on a Zanny or something.
Yeah.
Like like it's not cool. Like I look, it could be better. Like maybe that's a super early build that they showed off. But Star Wars looked good. And then I already know like everybody's hyped for Stalker.
Oh,
We've been hyped
the
for
what's it
Stalker
called?
for 2
Outlaws?
years. Yeah. Yeah, they showed a lot of gameplay. They also had a what do you call it? A deep dive into Avowed, a deep dive into was it South of Midnight?
Yeah.
There are 4 titles they're doing deep dives on.
Nice. Are you
So
picking up a new series discless
no
console?
sir,
You
no
are?
sir, no sir.
Oh no, sir. Okay.
Yeah, why? Like no need.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Like if it was I would even do a pro one.
I like
It's
that
because
Galaxy Black one though,
everybody likes it, man. Pay $700
but I'm
for
not
it.
paying for it. I'm fine with
You know
what
what
I
I mean?
got.
I got 4 terabytes plugged up in the back of my Xbox. A Starfield wrap with Starfield controller, Starfield headset.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like there are people who would buy it and then figure out what to do with the old Xbox or give it to a kid. But my children have Series S's in their rooms. Nobody else really plays games.
Yeah.
So it's like there's really no need because last gen I bought everybody had an Xbox and then I upgraded to this One X and then I just had an Xbox just sitting around. During the pandemic, I sold them though.
Yeah.
Like ran into people looking for consoles, like they were just in the section, and I was like, "Yeah, I got one."
Yeah. I like the look of the black one, but I'm not paying that
Kind of looks
much
like the
for it.
Halo console.
Yeah, I got the Halo one. You got
This
it
is
too,
what I
right?
ask you. Don't you have it? No, man.
No?
No. They should ask you to summon your controller.
I thought it was what's his face? Sick was trying to buy my controller.
That was me, man.
It was you.
That was me. I mean, I tried, but again, it's the same consoles I already have. I mean, I didn't like try that hard. I mean, when I went in, they were sold out. I said, okay, or like when they first went live, and then by the time I got through, they said they were sold out.
Yeah.
But then you can always like refresh, and maybe it'll show that there's some available. But
Yeah.
it is what it is, man. I mean, it's the same console.
Yeah, yeah. I
Works
mean,
it works the same. Yeah, I can turn off the lights and the stars will glow, but yeah, it is what it is.
oh, does
But
it? Is that what they said?
doesn't it glow?
I don't know. I didn't look into it. I just saw it on the showcase. I'm like, oh, that looks pretty
So
badass.
you've never turned off your lights and looked at it?
No,
Okay.
like my Halo one.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Halo
dude, if
edition.
the Halo one glowed, that would be sick. But no, it doesn't glow.
It doesn't glow.
No, it doesn't
Okay.
glow. That was
Yeah.
because they got some designs on it, has some lines on it like all over the place. And it's like if that glowed, that would have been nice. if it
I
glowed.
read that I read that
I
it
don't know.
glowed.
I'll have to
Man.
try it out tonight because I've had it
No,
since
if you haven't
launch.
seen it after all this time, it doesn't glow.
I don't think it glows because I'll play in the dark when I'm playing.
Yeah, because I read that and I was like, oh, okay. Or maybe it was something that somebody wanted it to do. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that's cool. They glow, but whatever. But I don't really see a point for me. But I also believe that, a lot of people I see like even Xbox fans, they don't believe that Xbox can claw their way back into compete with PlayStation. Um, with the amount of games that they have, with the amount of visibility that they're giving these games. I know that most people only want to play COD and Fortnite, and they can play that anywhere. But for the other people that want to play other things, that has to get the attention of some people, and I think Microsoft's banking on that, which is why they're selling. And also, I saw Call of Duty it's going to be 300 gigs.
That is
So
huge. I did see that.
yeah, so like
That is
they have
massive.
to put out a bigger baseline on the Series S.
The Series
Because it
S.
was only 512, and then they came out with 1 terabyte. But I think
I
they
don't.
phased out all the 512s,
That's what I'm gonna say. I think they phased them out because I don't see them available anymore.
and then the SSDs are coming down in price. So I think
Mm-hmm.
they're banking on bringing in a new audience because
I,
it's like, hmm,
I always say to some kind of alert, say, "Hey, you might be interested in this. It's a 2 terabyte SSD for the Series X, new low price." I'm like, and then I look at the price, like it's $229. Like, I don't want to pay that much.
how much is it like regular price?
I thought it was like 300 or so.
Because I bought two SSDs the first day that everything came out.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's,
those are like 219.
let me see what Best Buy has. I'll look it up.
So I'm assuming that those things were like almost $400.
I think it was almost for the 2 terabyte ones. Series
Right.
memory. Damn, my internet's
It's like at the
slow.
time, at the time when Xbox came out with that, it was like it was a great idea, right? Because you saw PlayStation, it took them like a year to even open up the SD part, right?
Yeah.
And then once the open market got involved, you saw like you could put basically any SSD in there
Yeah. Yeah. Have you done one yet?
for the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. How much did you put in?
just one. I mean, I didn't even need that
Yeah. I've maxed
because I mean,
out
I don't.
my internal one already, and it's like, oh, do you want to delete? I'm like, I'll just delete some things. Like,
Yeah, I
I'm still
mean,
waiting
they had
for the prices to drop even more, so I can pick up at least a 1 terabyte to put
they
in there.
had the PlayStation branded SSD Western Digital,
Yeah.
and it was $89. Like, oh, that's a good
Yeah,
deal.
it's pretty good. Yeah.
Like an idiot. Like this was a long time ago. This was like a year and a half ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I got it because at that time they were like 129, 150, depending on where you go. Because I think Best Buy was closer to 200.
Yeah.
So when I saw that one, I just went ahead and got it, and I was like, I didn't even tell my wife I did it. Um, it was like I said, I don't. The only games that I play on PlayStation are their games, and then I was installing stuff from the service, but I don't even play the PlayStation like that. I really want to get rid of them.
So the 1 terabyte for Xbox right now, regular price says $199.99, and then right now it's for sale at $149.99. That's for the 1 terabyte. The 2 terabyte is the regular price is $359. Right now it's $249, and I think Amazon had it lower for like $229 or so. Because I keep getting alerts on my phone about like, oh, you might be interested in this guy. I'm like, no, not for that much.
Because didn't the other company get involved
You got
with the
Western Digital.
Xbox?
Yeah.
Like it was who started Seagate,
Seagate started it.
and then Western Digital came in with their black ones.
They came with their black ones. Let's see what they got. They got the 1 terabyte here for $149, and I don't see a sale for it. It just says $149. There's no this is what it used to be price. It's for 1 terabyte. Do they have a 2 terabyte? Let's see. I don't see one. I wonder if they do. But no, I've noticed that they don't offer the 512. Not that anybody's like looking for the 512, but I know I picked one up when it was on sale. It was like under $100. I was like, ooh, I'll just buy this just because.
It was always $100.
It was something. It was something low.
At Walmart, like
Yeah, Walmart
the
lowered the price.
512.
I went in and picked it up. I'm like, ooh, I'll pick it up. I still have it.
I guess
It's still sealed and everything. I haven't even opened it.
you don't need it, man. I mean, the good thing is they're hot swappable.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, Silent, he wasn't really using his. I just took it.
Yeah.
And I don't use it either. I mean, I got like 2 terabytes, like just USB, a USB SSD. That's it. But it's 4 terabytes, and I use and just move stuff around.
Yeah.
The USB ones, they rewrite at 1 gig. It's still fast, and then sometimes it shows that it's writing at 3 gigs.
Oh, really?
So it just depends, man. I mean, I just move things around. I mean,
Yeah.
these games are huge, and with Game Pass, you just downloading crap.
Yeah.
Some of these games are 200 gigs and it's 180. Like, yeah, so it's huge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
And you still got to leave a little space because when they do updates, it takes that much more space too to do an update.
it should already be allocated, right?
I don't know. I mean, I know I get complaints sometimes if I'm close to maxing out my SD or any of like the internal or the SD card, and if I'm trying to update games, then it will sometimes yell at me. It's like you don't have enough space. Like, oh,
No, you don't ever max out the internal. Like, always leave a little space for that. Like on your computer or on anything.
yeah.
Cell phone, always leave a little room.
But yeah.
Did you ever play Stalker in the past?
No. I bought some. I just never played them. And there was no. I'm lying. I bought 2 of them because they were on sale. When they first announced Stalker 2, they put a bunch of their Stalker games for sale on Steam, and I picked up 2 of them. I forgot which ones they were.
Yeah, Stalker.
So
Stalker is cheap on Steam. It's
Right.
old as hell though.
yeah, oh yeah, some old games. And then one day I was like, all right, I'm gonna check out this Stalker game, and I started playing one of them, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the one I was playing because it was set up like a survival game. You have a number of guys to choose from, and each one had their own special skills and attributes. And you can send them out to do hunting or scouting or whatever they were supposed to do, and then you can take your character and go actually do something out in the field. But then you have to come back and bring back those resources that you found while out in the field to contribute to your community. And it's just like, again, it's just one of those games like, all right, I can't do survival games. I just can't keep up with it. I just don't have time for it, for that type of kind of gameplay. Because everybody starts getting sick and dying, and it's upset because they're hungry. And like, all right, you guys can die. I don't care.
Dude, like if you have good characters, like my good characters, you use them. But if you have people just sitting around, of course, that's just like real people. They don't put them to work, but some of them don't have the skills to get out and do anything. They're like planners and leave them there.
That's how it was with me on State of K2. I was all hyped for State of K2, and I was really into it, and I put a lot of hours in it. Then it got to a point I was like, dude, I can't keep these people happy. I was like, I'm done.
There's I think State of Decay 1, such and such shot himself in the head. Like, God,
I couldn't keep my community happy, man. And I try to keep it small, but then more people starts joining in. I'm like, it just made it harder and harder. And like, nah, I'm done. It's like, I can't play this type of game. It's like, I like it. I just can't handle survival games. Yeah. That's why Minecraft, I'm in creative mode the whole time because I won't.
So Minecraft is survival? I thought it was just like build.
Well, yeah, you can switch. You can switch to survival mode. Yeah. Like if you really want to test yourself on survival, you can go to survival mode in Minecraft and try to build everything from scratch. In builder mode or creative mode is what they call it. Then you have all the tools and materials you can get, like without doing anything, and start building like crazy, which is what most of the people do anyways. But then once they build their map or their biome or whatever they do, then they switch over to creative mode, because then it's like, oh, I have my world now. Let's survive, you know? So, yeah.
So out of the showcase, what game, Doom? Is that the game that excites you the most?
Doom, yeah. What else do I have here? I mean, I'm not gonna kid, man. It's like Avowed and South of Midnight. There's just too many. What else do we have here? Doom, definitely. I mean, that's an automatic. I just play it. So good.
Yeah.
That's just an automatic game. You got.
So is that one of the games you played back in the day?
Yeah. Yeah. Doom, Quakes.
I didn't play Doom on Super Nintendo like that.
Doom, Quakes. You know, pretty much all shooters I was playing back then, because that's all I knew when I was playing. And then as I grew older, kind of explored more different genres, and I'm like, oh, I like this, I like that. I didn't even get to Fallout. I didn't get into Fallout until Fallout 4. Like, I didn't know anything about Fallout. And then once I dove into Fallout 4, I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Like, this is an amazing game.
So it wasn't. So what about Gears?
Sorry, Fallout 3. I'm sorry, Fallout 3, and then Vegas.
Like the expansion?
Mm-hmm.
Or what, standalone?
And then I bought all the
PlayStation
DLCs.
thing.
I bought all the DLCs and finished them all for Fallout 3. Oh, and then at some point, my dumbass, when we started transitioning over to Xbox 360 to Xbox One, and they did the whole cloud save thing, I don't know what happened. I'm trying to remember what actually happened, but my character, everything, my game save was amazing. Like, it was top notch. Like, I had awesome weapons and gear and everything for Fallout 3. And I thought I saved my save in the cloud, or if I did, I deleted it by accident, because I was clearing out a whole bunch of crap. Because I think back then we had a limit of how much that we can save, and I was clearing out my cloud saves, and I happened to delete it. And when I try to go back and play, I'm like, oh, did I delete that shit? Oh, I was so kicking myself in the ass when that happened.
But did you shed a tear when they showed Gears?
I didn't shed a tear, but
you didn't scream, "Get off of Marcus"?
No, I didn't scream, "Get off Marcus." But when I saw Marcus, I'm like, is this the origin story or what? It's like, he looks young.
Yeah, when I saw how young they looked, I was like, because I'm not like huge into the Gears lore.
But I thought, well, I guess not. I think it already happened. Like, I was getting confused a little bit, because when they showed the end of it, where it says it's E-Day, when everything started happening, right?
Right.
I had it in my head for whatever reason. It's like, I thought Gears of War 1 was when it happened, but when I started thinking about it, it's like he was in jail for a reason, and all that already happened.
Mm-hmm.
When the game started, he was in that little jail cell that it was in. And I was like, okay, E-Day wasn't that day. It happened years ago, so it kind of makes sense to me now. That I was like, oh, okay. It took a second. I had like a small blip of disconnection. I was like, oh, okay, yes. We're going to see when everything happens, so hopefully we'll see how good it is then for E-Day.
Because people start talking and they start speculating. I don't know. I mean, 'cause I hate to like deal with like people who say they have a source and this and that, but supposedly there's supposed to be 3 of these games before the actual next Gears. So it's like all supposed to be like everything we already know about.
3 prequels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because but the truth is, I mean, what was said by Phil was there are 2 different teams, right? The team that was on Gears is not there, and then now they have a team that's working on Gears, and they couldn't quite figure out what direction to take it. Some of the old team and some of the new team, they couldn't quite figure out what to do with it. And so they said, well, let's just do, you know, origin story.
Yeah.
But I forgot who show I was listening to, but they said supposedly there's supposed to be 3 of them before they get back to the actual Gears. But we'll see. I'm excited about it. I mean, Gears isn't what brought me to Xbox, but when it came out and I started playing it, I actually found out about it from a dude on church TV. Because you know how some of these church people they say everything's the devil. They
Oh
were
yeah.
saying that Gears of War
Oh yeah. It's
is
devilry.
well, basically they were saying they're fighting over oil. I was like, they're not fighting over oil. Who told you that? But you know when a whole group of old people get together and start
Oh
talking and then telling what comes out. But
yeah.
I was like, man, let me check this out. I don't remember anything about oil. John Hagee. I was like, what the heck are you talking about, old man? But
Who are you talking
yeah,
to,
it
old
was
man,
man.
youngster?
Yep, because like back in those days, man, when you had the OG Halo, like man, that was when like people were more, I guess, excited about gaming back then. And a lot of excitement's been taken away because you have like everything's on the internet.
Everything's on the internet. So
There's no more midnight launches.
no.
Well, I ain't gonna say no more. Very few. Nintendo still has like if a Pokemon comes out, you
Oh,
can
they'll
see
have theirs for sure.
you'll
Yeah.
see a gang of nerds out there waiting on Pokemon. But like for for the most part, a lot of that's gone
Yeah.
because digital now.
No, I'm always
You
down
know,
for Gears, man. So I'll get excited. I know we were talking back and forth on our group chat. It's like everybody loves Marcus. They want more of Marcus, whether he's an old man or a young man. And so I guess we're getting the younger version of him.
but I don't think people. I mean, a lot of people complain about like with Locke. But they didn't set him up right. They didn't build him right. It's like it didn't matter if they had the best story. You guys want to play with Master Chief.
Yeah.
When 343 said several times that the Halo universe is bigger than Master Chief. Have you read any of the Halo books? Now, Halo books, encyclopedia, audiobooks, I have those, but not Gears. And so, like, the Halo universe is much bigger than Master Chief. And when they try to bring somebody else in, people are complaining. But then when
Well, I
you
mean, this is
see
no different. Like when the Star Wars movies and all that, you have your true originals, you know,
people
Lu-
complain about that stuff too.
and then they did the prequels and like, oh, it's trash, and then they did the last three and like, oh, that's trash. It's because everybody's still stuck on the original three, you know.
But the problem is like once the audience starts shrinking, they start trying to find a new audience while keep the old audience captive.
Yeah.
So they can't quite, I haven't seen any show or any video game like Mario is the only one that people don't get bored with. I haven't
Yes.
like I don't understand like Mario everything.
Yeah.
And nobody ever is like, oh man, can we get another character? They just keep buying Mario games. But when it came to Gears, people got tired of Gears, or they said, oh, it's just Gears Force and Halo. And so when you try to like not say reinvent, but add some newness to the storyline, people complain about that too.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, like,
People are
people
just
just never be happy.
no, they won't be. No.
That's why I understood like the guy Miyazaki, he didn't do sequels
Mm-hmm.
because this is things like this is what make me say, okay, he makes sense because like with Elden Ring, he's never had a hit as big as Elden Ring.
Yeah.
So I'm real interested to see like what happens with Elden Ring.
Well, I always say, I'm sure it's different with games, but when it comes to movies, I like for it to be max 3 movies. If it's gonna have a sequel, max up to 3, and that's it. The original, second, and third, and like that's it. You're done. Because anything after that, it's so watered down and like it's not. It.
So you still watch Fast and the Furious?
No, I don't even know where I left off.
I left off at Tokyo Drift.
Like I don't remember where I left off. I mean, I watched like the ones beyond like Tokyo. I saw the ones with The Rock and
I watched Hobbs and Shaw,
I haven't watched that one.
but I stopped at Tokyo Drift. I thought that
Oh.
was so stupid, and so I just never went back.
Yeah, and so like with that, they kept going back and forth with the timeline. It was like, oh, it's like how was Han still alive, but he was dead, or they mixed it.
Hey,
It was just weird.
but see, that's the thing. They were happy. Like people don't care how they came back.
Yeah.
Like, and this is what I always thought that they could do with Dom. Fake his death or something. Because like people don't care how they come back. They don't care if it makes sense. They just want to see the player that they fell in love with
Yeah.
or the character they fell in love with. Because like even the girl, like she was supposed to be dead, and they just brought her
Oh,
back.
they just
man.
brought her back.
You know what I
But
mean?
they
I don't know
hey,
which one
they
that
never brought
was.
the
Maybe it
other
was
guy back,
like
did they? The one in the
I don't
first
know.
they got shot in the stomach or something.
Bro, I don't know. And the only reason why I know about the girl coming back is because my brother-in-law, he loves Fast and the Furious. And he's got us around like, listen to this, listen to this. And so Vin Diesel was back, and then the girl came back, and he's like, "Where were you?" And she told some story of where she was, but I, I
No,
don't
yes.
watch
I
it. Like I
mean,
said, I left off at
it's
Tokyo Drift,
it's
bro.
entertaining, but when they first came out, and I'll tell you the first one, the Fast and Furious, the first one, and it was all because of back then the the ricer gear, like the cars, like the Civics and everything, right?
Oh, Ricer,
The
Rice burner.
Supras, rice burners, everything. And because I was in that scene, I had my Civic, I had it souped up, I had tanks in the trunk that fed into my engine, I had body kits, I had
Oh, you did?
I had everything, dude. I mean, I was all about it. Now, I mean, I wasn't like hokey character guy that was there. I hung out with a bunch of friends. We all rode around Houston late at night till 5 a.m, right? Racing down Westheimer, Richmond, and the Beltway.
Oh, that
Right?
was you?
That was me, man. And then when the movie came out, it's like, oh my God, a movie for us, right? It spoke to, dude, my movie theater was packed. And I mean, I don't know if you knew Houston that well, but over by Beltway 8 and Westheimer, or I'm sorry, Richmond, I mean, they're back to back. There was a Cinemark movie theater there, huge one. And that's where I went. And dude, it was another car show there because the movie came out that night. Everybody came out with their rice burners, right? Including myself. And of course, I went with a group of friends. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience. It was fun. And of course, when
Sure it was.
the movie comes out and you're done with it, oh man, you have some balls now coming on the movie and driving off like crazy.
Bro, I used to ride with my Vietnamese boy, man, David.
Yeah.
He had a Puelu. Yeah, Honda Puelu.
Oh, Prelude? Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah.
Oh, Prelude.
Yeah, Honda Puelu fool. And like he always wanted to race, man. And I mean, I'm not big in the racing scene, like so that was like a good car, though, right? Because I heard people like not wanting to race him.
Yeah. Well, it depends what you put in it. Because I know with mine.
Well, I know certain cars, it matters what kind of car it is and the
Yeah.
engine that it came with.
Yeah. No, I
And
went deep, dude, because I changed out the pistons. I changed out the cams. I put a new, not a transmission, but the clutch, right? I did everything. I put nitrous. I had 2 tanks in the back feeding into my engine, right? And then my roommate, we were both dating sisters, right? And
Mhm.
I was in my car. He was in his he loved this Chevy truck that he has, and he always thought Chevy was the shit. They're fast trucks and yada yada yada, and his V8 and anything that truck people like to like pound their chest about when it comes to their trucks, right? And not that he even made fun of my car, but he's like, "Oh, you got nothing against my Chevy," right? I'm like, "All right." So this is all right. Just remember when Fast and Furious came out. There wasn't. I mean, there was traffic, but there wasn't traffic like it is today, right? So Beltway 8 was wide open, It was a racetrack just ready to be raced on, right? We get on Beltway 8 and we're taking off, and of course he gets ahead of me just a little bit. Dude, I turn on that switch on the nitrous, and my car just goes right by him. And after we got to our stopping point, he's like, "Dude, how'd you do that?" It's like, "Dude, my car is like ready to go." It's like I know it's a Civic, and I know it can get beat by other cars, but it can beat other cars as well, you know, or trucks.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you just flew right by me like nothing. I'm over here like,
Yeah, my hillbilly partner, man, he was another one that just used to sit and talk to me. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. I used to go, kind of learn engines, like how to. I can read diagrams or blueprints to put anything together. So I would go over there and pass me this, pass me that, right?
yeah,
And he was like, I'm like, what is this, man? It's an ugly ass truck, man. He said, I'm building a sleeper.
it's being a sleeper, yeah.
I said, what the hell is I said, what the hell is a sleeper, man?
Ugly car, but
So
it can go fast, man.
yeah, he told me about a sleeper, and I was like, okay. Because there was a TV show, man, a guy with a truck pulling up on side everybody racing him. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah.
But look, I looked up the guy, man, that guy didn't leave. He's a giant. The narrative lead left, but she said the story is finished
Mm-hmm.
on Fable.
Yeah.
I was looking it up. Richard Ayoade is Richard, Richard Ayoade. I guess it's Ayoade. Ayoade. Ayoade.
But,
So like, yeah, I don't see where he left, man. So man, that'd be like, I don't know why you would leave. He's the villain.
oh,
He's a giant.
okay.
So like the narrative lead left, but then I read a little bit. It says that the narrative is done, and it's normal. It's sad that like when it comes to Xbox, people have to like explain everything. Like these things are normal, but it only matters when it happens with Xbox.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There was that
Like,
explain everything. Why this person leave? Oh, it must be something wrong on Xbox side. Oh no, doom and gloom. You know?
yeah, I mean, because look at all the news that was the negative news that was around Perfect Dark. Oh, they tried to build a studio from the ground up, but they really didn't. They basically just got the talent, brought him in, and the guy who went back to Insomniac, he said he did his part,
Yeah.
which was the parkour, which was the traversal part. You know what I mean? And a lot of people thought that Crystal Dynamics was going to make it a third person. Nope, kept it first person. It's Unreal. That game, of course, Fable, but Obsidian is always gonna knock it out of the park with the narrative.
Yeah.
I just need decent gameplay when it comes to like RPGs, because like a lot of people try to treat RPGs like FPS is like gameplay is the first thing you go to it for. Because like when you play a lot of RPGs, a lot of them are turn based. A lot of them are strategy. Like
Yeah.
it's not always going to be about the best gameplay. It's about the story first with the RPG.
Yeah, and that's how
And
it is
so
with like Uden. 100 Heroes is what I'm playing too. The
you,
same
you
thing.
still haven't finished that game?
I haven't finished it yet. Yeah.
Did you,
Like I started looking videos up and see where I'm at the story. I still have a ways to go. I thought I was towards the end already.
yeah, I did too, because it sounded like you were done. So, all right, you didn't watch any of the publisher showcases. You didn't watch the EA showcase.
No, I didn't see anything.
Do you play Dragon Age?
Yeah, I got Inquisition. I played all of them. Dragon Age 1, 2, and Inquisition.
So are you interested in 4?
That one looked different compared to
Well,
what
I
I
mean,
played before. That
did
one
you
looks a little more
did you see
hokey.
gameplay?
No.
Okay, watch the EA thing, and it's like 20 minutes. Some people still don't like it because it's not uh, the way it was. A lot of people, like, all of a sudden we want games like Baldur's Gate,
See, I
and
never played that either.
okay, Baldur's Gate came along. It had the name recognition. And all of the old people can still play it.
Yeah.
Right? If you get on there right now, it's probably still 50,000 people playing it on Steam right now. It's a game that has lineage. It has like longtime fans, it's like it probably is the OG,
Yeah.
right? So those people went out and they bought that game. But there are so many games that have tried that formula. And again, going back to what I said earlier, where these people don't want to make games if they're not smash hits.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate was an anomaly. It was an outlier. Like you're not gonna see very many games like that just come out and sell over 20 million units. It's just not happening. It just hasn't happened. So a
Yeah.
lot of people expect it, and Dragon Age wasn't that big. It was big, considering what type of game it was and the audience that it brings in. But a lot of these games are going to a more action
Well, they
RPG.
announced Dragon Age a while back, and I think they simply called it Dragon Age.
Dreadwolf,
Was it Dreadwolf?
Dreadwolf,
Yes. Is that what they call it now?
Veilguard, or something like that.
Okay, yeah. So it was Dreadwolf, and it was just a logo and a title page, and I was like,
Right, with a silver wolf looked like
yeah.
Witcher almost.
So I was like, oh yes, it's like another Dragon Age because I'm thinking back at Inquisition. I'm like, dude, I put hours into Inquisition. It was a lot of fun. Those dragon battles were insane too.
So would you prefer it be that type of combat as opposed to them going more action, Devil May Cry-ish?
Is that what they went to this time?
I want you to watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I need to
it's
watch it
it's it's
first.
it's, it's not it's uh. I was talking to Unlimited on another show, but like, um, he said there's some strategy, but I didn't see any strategy when I watched the show. So
Was it the EA
it's.
showcase? Is that what it was?
Or you could just pull up Dragon Age. It's like 33. What is it? 33.
It's 20 minutes, like you said, right?
Expedition 33. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, that looks so good." I didn't know that was gonna be in Game Pass.
Oh yeah. Yep. I saw that too. It was gonna be in Game Pass. Okay, give me the gameplay. I already saw the videos. Oh, this doesn't look like anything that's Dragon Age, like in the previous ones. Okay, give me some battles here.
You're gonna walk them around. I hate the way they do gameplay on some of these games. They just walk around and I guess they want you to see that people will recognize and interact with you. It's like on that Assassin's Creed game, demo or whatever playthrough. The dude was walking real slow so that everybody can bow to him.
So this is
Like,
Dragon Age. Eh, it's acceptable. I'm sure there's different classes, right? So it's gonna be
right.
like a mage and all that. So
Well, I don't know. Like if you skip, like one's that the first guy was the Rook. Can't remember the classes, but yeah, you can have like a party.
as long as it's not a
But
Souls game.
no,
I
they say,
don't want to be a
they s-
Souls game.
and then see right now they can show you that you can break the glass.
Yeah.
Because I noticed on Perfect Dark they showed her knocking over the fruit. On
um.
Assassin's Creed, like the areas are the level. I guess the corridors are destructible. Like you can throw people into the jars and they shatter and things like that.
Yeah. I don't mean it doesn't turn me off. This version of Dragon Age.
Honestly, I prefer this type. Still need to finish Baldur's Gate, but I prefer this.
I need to install Inquisition just to kind of give me a refresher of what it was like.
But I want to tell you, man, a lot of these teams, they're really fumbling these stories, bro. Like these characters, and I know that they have to do the DEI thing, but like they're really fumbling it, man. Like it would be so bad if it made sense.
Yeah.
Like make a good story. Don't try to make a story revolving around a quota. Like
Well, we'll
put them in
see.
there in places where everything fits.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I don't like these quotas. Gotta check every checkbox. That way everybody's
Yeah.
happy. So, well, cool.
We'll
Cool.
see, man, because uh they didn't give a date on this one either, but this is another fourth quarter window they gave. Another game that's supposed to release in the fourth quarter.
All of them.
Pretty much. I mean, you have you Stalker, yeah, that's fourth quarter. Beginning of the fourth quarter. You
Yeah.
have
Yeah, you got stalkers too. Yeah.
that Expedition 33,
Avowed, right?
Avowed. Well, Avowed is one. Indiana Jones is another. Call of Duty is another.
It is stacked. Yeah.
Too much.
It's a lot. Now we're
It's
complaining it's
like,
too much, right?
well, I've been saying it's too much, and I'm not even trying to keep up anymore. It's almost to the point now. It's like, man, I might just start buying the games. 'Cause, you know how Netflix they say you spend more time looking for a movie than watching movies.
Yeah. Yep.
It's kind of how Game Pass is getting. It's like, man, what do I play? Because you got Octopath Traveler 1 and 2. Like I started Octopath Traveler 1. They say you don't need to play 1, 2 is not related. But I'm gonna still stick to Octopath 1.
The little dwarf guy reminds me of somebody off of another game. Kind of looks
Like Willow.
like him. No, Willow. No. Oh.
So
All right.
did you watch oh, we did watch the Sony show, right?
We saw the Sony show and we weren't impressed at all. There was nothing impressive at all.
N-
Like nothing.
No, because I was gonna say, man, you see how they're trying to hype up Astrobot after
Yeah.
all those years of making fun of games like Sea of Thieves, and then it's number
Like-
one on PlayStation 5.
Yes.
Bro, it's so crazy, like the narratives that they put forth.
That's why it's like not even worth listening to them or even
I
commenting
don't.
on what they do now because they're such a joke and it's an embarrassment to themselves. Like, nah, it's like what's the point, you know?
Were you a Metal Gear guy? I know you're trying to end the show. Were you a Metal Gear guy?
Yeah, yeah. I played them all. No, I don't want to say I played them all. I play all the big console ones. Phantom Pain, the Patriots. Um, of course, the original Nintendo one. Yeah, I forget which other ones I played. But yeah, now the one that came out, that's not a new one, is it? That they
You
showcased?
talking about the Delta?
Yeah,
No, that's a remake.
that's a remake. I thought so. I was like, I didn't look it up, but I was like, that's got to be a remake. So
Yeah, it's a remake.
no,
But
I'd
you
rather
know,
play a new one. I don't want to play a remake.
did you play Delta though?
No.
So what? See, this is the thing. Like when people complain about remakes, right? It's because you already played it.
Yeah.
But I never played Delta. The only I played Metal Gear like in Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have a PlayStation. I was not. So I didn't play any of those. And then Phantom Pain.
Yep.
Play Phantom Pain.
Phantom Pain was like I enjoyed it, but at the same time it was such a drag. Like it was such
Bro,
a
I gotta be
big
in the
game.
mood for that type of stealth.
It was such a huge game, and the cutscenes were. It was like an entire movie. It
That's
was
Kojima.
like I mean, the cutscenes like you didn't want to skip over it because like you don't know what you'll miss right on the storyline, and there were scenes like you had to cook an egg. Do you remember that?
Mm.
There was a scene there where you had to watch an egg get cooked or something.
Sometimes, man, like I'll start a game and I just want to play it. I just want to see it through.
Yeah.
And that's really not the way. And then somebody was like, I'm not gonna play a
I would
game.
say I still enjoy Patriot more than Phantom Pain. And that was back in the PS4, I think. Or PS3. I forgot.
But like one day I was like, you know what, man, I'm not gonna play any more games I don't like just because I want to finish them. If I don't like them, I don't like them.
Oh, did you see this? Before we end it, did you see this skit?
Which one?
Oh, let's see. Let me make it big. It was funny.
I heard about the
Can you hear it?
Yeah,
Can you? Okay.
I can hear it.
Can you see? Have you seen this? Then?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the turtle people. I haven't seen it though.
You haven't seen it? Oh, okay. Let me play it.
showcase. I heard it was a platter of lukewarm nothing burgers.
Actually, PS5, Xbox just dropped a ton of sick trailers.
Sorry. Did you just actually me?
He just actually did.
I'm just saying, I've been waiting for Fable for like a century.
It's really coming out this time.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Okay, but like drop $70 amazing?
No, like drop nothing amazing. It's coming out on Game Pass day one.
What?
And so is the new Gears, the new State of Decay, the new Perfect Dark, the new Doom, and Age of Mythology, all on Game Pass day one.
How are you making any money? Stop giving your milk away for free, cow.
Moo, bitch! Get out the way. Oh, tell her about Fragpunk.
It's like Valorant, but it's neon and random and crazy. Oh, it looks so good.
It's gonna be on PS5 too. Right?
TBD.
What the fuck? What happened to this rumor
TBD.
that you were stepping away for exclusives entirely? Remember the gift basket? I thought you were giving everything to everyone.
Well, we decided to just give everything to everyone who has Game Pass.
Oh man, PS5, wait till you hear what she has planned for Call of Duty.
Zip, bit, no.
Nothing.
Black Ops 6? It looks good.
It looks perfect.
It does! You get to raid Saddam's palace and rob a casino and peel back disgusting deep state conspiracies that may or may not have happened in the early 90s.
I knew my Uncle Frank was telling the truth.
Easy, buddy. It's just a game.
All games have a little truth to them.
Well, no.
Anyways, PS5, it's bringing back prestige and zombies, and I can't wait.
I knew it. I knew she was gonna pull some like this. Oh, and let me guess. The Xbox game, it's gonna be better than all the other console versions.
Actually, all platforms are gonna get the same version of the game at release. I'm a woman of my word.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool of you. Thanks.
Plus, it's gonna be on Game Pass on day one.
Dude!
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Okay, I'm so stoked. I'm gonna get the new COD, Gears of War, and Fable for nothing on day one. I'm losing my
Chill out, fanboy.
Call me what you want, PlayStation. I proudly pledge allegiance to Game Pass.
And to reward your loyalty, soldier, just for and giggles, we're gonna give you Indiana Jones. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
Yay! 40 years too late. His grandpa is gonna love that.
Whoa!
Not cool, PS5. You do not speak ill of indie in this household.
What?
Not okay. No.
Dude,
Nope.
Stop it! Come on! You're not really buying all of that hype, are you? I mean, a Starfield DLC?
You shut your mouth.
Wake up!
Actually, that Starfield DLC made me kind of want to give Starfield another chance.
Oh no! I'm drowning in a twisted parallel universe!
Oh, that sounds like the new Life is Strange game.
Also available on Game Pass day one.
You know what? I can't.
Bye, bitch.
Yeah, I didn't know Life is Strange
So,
was a game, man.
What was your favorite part of the showcase?
I don't know. I haven't seen a showcase this good in forever. Xbox, you are on fire.
Ugh, I know.
That was good.
Yeah, all their little skits are good. I used to watch them, but they're not in my algorithm, so I don't even look for them.
No, I've never seen him before. This is the first time.
Like something Tortuga. Something I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah, Reckless Tortuga.
Yeah. Call them
Yeah.
the turtle people.
Yeah, I never seen this. I never heard of them before. Never seen it. And like, I saw people posting it like, "Oh, this is funny." I'm sure they do other stuff, but
Oh yeah, they got a lot of bro. They got a YouTube channel,
I have to look
and it's they're funny, bro. You'll probably be stuck for an hour.
it up.
Like when the Xbox wasn't looking so hot, like PlayStation 5 was like really cracking on it, and then Xbox was feeling sad. It did one on the next gen, and how PlayStation 4 didn't want to go away.
It's funny.
Couldn't figure out a way to tell her it was over.
Ah, it's over.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. They're funny.
Well, Sick never showed up. No, he said he was on something else. So
Nah,
whatever.
he was over there. He was over there
Traitor.
on the other show, man.
Traitor. Don't care.
You know how Sick rolls,
No,
man.
I know how you roll. So. All right, man. We're out of here. I'm out. I'm gonna get something to eat. And
Yeah, everything's pretty much closed, and like they're charging me $15 to deliver 5 miles away. I mean, then you can tip them $5, but they might be mad at you when they come. But like, uh, the restaurant is 6 miles away, and then like the suggested tip is $12 plus $6 delivery fee. Like, I'll go pick it up.
I will pick it up myself, man. I go to Little Caesars now to pick up pizza, man.
I eat that shit, man.
I don't even go to the other places anymore.
You eat Little Caesars, bro?
Yeah, it's good.
It's better.
It's good.
It's better than that. So you saying it's good?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because my wife only gets hot and ready's.
No, I order like what I want, not the hot and ready ones. I order like special ones, and they come out really good.
I don't know, but I have tried Domino's.
And their prices are not
past few
bad. I
years.
mean, actually, they're very good. The prices.
No, Domino's is cheap too. I mean, they always got this quote unquote coupon offer
No. Well,
$7 for pieces and
at least
pasta.
in my area, I don't know how they do it in Houston, but here, they're really dicks about their prices because you can go to one Domino's online, and then compare it to another Domino's online, and they have different prices.
Oh no.
Their prices are different from different locations, and fees as well. So I was trying to order from one and another. I'm like, dude, why does the price the same thing? It was like $5 difference. Like, dude, I ain't buying from these people now. My wife still does, but I don't. I'll make the drive to Little Caesars and pick it up.
So, bro, did you even look at the Wu Chong game,
Mm-mm.
the little RPG? It was from the show.
No, I saw the show, but I mean, I didn't see any more than that.
No, so it's like I don't know, probably another Souls game.
Punny says you need to come to Canada for him. Oh, ham and pineapple, dude. That's what I eat. Is
Yo.
Hawaiian pizza, man. What I eat, man. A lot of people hate that. They're like, how can you put pineapple? It's like, dude, it's good. I said the same thing. How can you eat pineapple on pizza? And the first time I tried it, I was like, dude, this shit is good. And I've been turned ever since.
But you know one thing that I always said, ew, I grew up on the East,
Mm.
anchovies.
See, I won't eat that.
So you wouldn't even try it?
No.
Okay.
That just sounds gross.
They're not.
But that's how pineapple is. It's not bad.
I'm sure I mean, if you like pineapple.
Oh,
I don't-
and check this out. So I was in San Diego, like I told you, we're in San Diego, right? And we went to a Chinese place. Of course, I mean, we go to Houston, go to Dallas, and then go to San Diego to have Chinese, right? And so they ordered, I don't know what, they ordered some chicken dish so everybody can share. And there was pineapple in it, and nobody would eat it. So I had pretty much a whole dish to myself. Like, nobody wants this? Like, nah, it's gross. It has pineapple. We didn't know it had pineapple in it. It's like, what's wrong with pineapple? And they're like, you can't have it mixed up in that food. I was like, dude, it tastes good. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
They were hitting on the pineapple, so I kept picking out the pineapple so they can't eat the chicken. Nobody wanted it.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be good. So you're a real Canadian.
I tried to move to Canada. Well, I wanted to
You d-
at some point.
Why? I
Uh,
did for a job.
because I worked in Calgary and Edmonton for Halliburton, and I was out there for about a month or so, working straight month, no weekends back home. I was up there, and I was doing my job. I liked it. Everything was chill in both Edmonton and Calgary. I was like, dude, it's like this place is pretty amazing, right? And I went to the mountains and everything to tour around at Banff, Lake Louise, beautiful places if you haven't been.
I haven't.
And it was just amazing. I loved it, and I love the cold, and I went like in the dead of winter too. So it's like people will probably say, well, you didn't go in the wintertime. I say, no, I went in the wintertime. It was really cold. So I know. And I was asking the management that was there that I was working for at the time. It's like, hey man, it's like, so what do I need to do to keep this position I'm doing right now permanent? It's like, nah, it's like the other guy's coming back soon. So it's like, we don't have any room and yada, yada, yada. I was like, okay. And so I had to come back to the U.S. after I was done.
Back when I was a pipeline inspector, or hell, just doing NDT, I tried to go to China, tried to go to Canada, I tried to go everywhere.
No, I tried to go to Africa also for a job. They needed some tech guys. Oh, Punty's asking if I was in the oil fields. No, I didn't work in the oil fields. I was in IT, so I was an office guy, white collar guy. And I have worked on a rig before, and so in land rigs. I've been to an offshore rig before, so I've been out there, but not that I've been working as an oil, like a roughneck.
Yeah, you weren't living no roughneck or that.
No, I wasn't a roughneck guy. But yeah, so after I went to Canada, I tried to go and get a job over in Africa, in Jordan, Chad, and I believe when I tried to, I don't know if I wanted to or they were trying, one of my friends tried to talk me into it, to go to Bosnia.
Was that Technique or something?
Huh?
Was that Technique?
Technique?
Okay, no then.
No.
No, because Technique was sending people to Africa. My cousin's
no, it was Halliburton
husband.
still. It was still Halliburton.
Oh, so
Yeah.
okay, yeah, because Technique was sending people to Africa, man, and changed people's lives.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they were paying good money to head over there. And the minimum they were asking for is to stay out there for about 2 years, I think. It's to stay on site for 2 years, and then I could come back if I wanted.
Yeah. Kind of sounds like when people go into the war zone.
Yeah.
Like you had to do a minimum of 2 years, but you're making like 300 or 400 depending on the job.
You're making some good money then, yeah. But it never happened, so. But oh well.
Yeah, I didn't get it either.
But no, I've been to oil rig. I've been out offshore once. I had to go to Louisiana, get on a boat. And go
Well, Homer.
Huh?
Homer.
No, it was some other. I forgot which town I had to go to ship out, and then we went to the oil rig. The thing was humongous too. I'm like, damn, that thing is tall. How are we gonna get up there? I said, oh, don't worry about it. They're gonna bring down a basket. I'm like, what? Like, yeah. So they swing over the crane, and it's this upside down rope cone. You throw your bags in the middle of the cone, and you just put your feet on the outer rim of it, and then you wrap your arms around the rope. And like, all right, hold on tight. Okay. And they haul us up onto the platform with the crane. And that's how we got back down too.
You see, now IT is pretty much remote.
Yeah, IT is pretty much remote. Yeah. And then
My brother-in-law, he does that.
And then I worked for, I think it was Neighbors Oil Company. And I had to go to land rigs on East Texas to set up some sensors on their rigs. So I got it all on the top, man. You know the big spout at the top, what they call the crown? I've been up there, and I was shitting my pants because it's like, how do I get up there? They're like, all right, so you got to put this harness on and just climb up the ladder. I'm like, okay. Well, the harness, or the harness, not the harness itself, but the counterweight is really, it's set for the guy who's supposed to go up there, who's in like has the job to go up there on the rig. So those good old boys are bigger boys than I am,
Mhm.
which means that I'm having to pull down the weight when I'm trying to not fly up the ladder because the weight's heavier than I am. And I get up there, man. I'm having to unhook myself from the counterweight and hook myself to the top of the rig, and take off some sensor that's broken and replace it with the new one, and kind of catch my breath and get my senses all together, and like, all right, gotta hook myself back up to the counterweight and pull that weight back up to the top because it's at the bottom, and I gotta get myself back to the bottom. But yeah, it was crazy. I
You
had
have
some,
to do some. You have to do some of the big boy stuff.
oh yeah, yeah. And I got sick one time because the oil got all over me. The mud oil got all over my overalls. And then I was driving in my truck that they assigned me, and my smart ass kept it closed, the windows, and it just like the fumes just got to me bad. Like, oh my God, what the hell is this? Like, I don't feel good. I'm about to pass out. And I roll down the windows, stop for a bit. Like, dude, it's like I gotta roll with the windows down. I can't close them up. Yeah.
Sounds like good times, man.
Yeah. Little history,
Yeah, man.
little job history there.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Cause see, look, a lot of times on the internet, man, people like to hide what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, dude, everybody has a job unless you got like 15 million, 10 million YouTube subscribers, or people giving you super chats for playing with your nipples.
Hey, I'll throw
You know
this,
what I mean?
I'll throw this one out here, and we'll end it like this. And if you want, we can talk about this later. Next week's show. But one of my first jobs is working at a corn shop.
That was your first job?
One of my first jobs, yeah. An adult store, yes.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, how did? Guess you just apply.
Yeah. So we could talk details maybe next week if you want to bring it up.
I might.
Because, yeah.
I mean, because Texas is not that interesting. Some of these places, like we don't have the like where you can watch somebody like Amsterdam or anything like that. So it's like just a movie store. It's just Blockbuster for corn.
For corn, yes. Corn.
That's it. Nothing too interesting.
It was
going on.
funny. Here, I'll throw this in here too. What's funny is that I had a very distinct truck back then. Right? Color was really different. So when you spot it, you know it's me. Because it was a unique color. So this was off of 290. And over there,
Okay.
290 in Hollister area.
Yeah. All right.
And I lived over by 290 in the Beltway area when I was growing up. So of course, everybody's traveling down 290. Well, one day a buddy of mine I was on about comes up to me. It's like, dude, is that you at that place up at 290? And I'm like, oh yeah. You're there every day. And I'm like, yeah. You all right? I work there. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. It's like every time I pass by 290, I see your truck. I'm like, dude, this guy really likes corn, right?
Bro, why you looking? You know what I mean? Like,
and here's a second one. This is even funnier. So, the way to entry, there's one entryway to come in and like another entry or door to get out. So you have to go. If you come in, you got to go a full circle and get out to get out. Okay. Well, sometimes in the daytime, there's nothing to do. It's just kind of like just hanging out at the desk area where all the merchandise and everything's at. And I can see straight out to the parking lot. And I saw this one guy coming, and not like pause. I saw this one guy approaching the doorway, and I recognized him, and I rarely saw anybody that I recognized. This one I recognized is like, oh, it's an old classmate of mine, right, from high school, and he came in, and he goes, "Hey," and, he knew who I was, and he looks at me like his eyes just went bright-eyed, right? I'm like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" Like, I'm talking to him normal, like nothing, like we're just at another store. But he comes in, notices me, I notice him, recognize each other, and he has this surprised face, and he's like, "Hey, man, what's up?" And I says little comments back and forth a little bit, and he goes, "You know what? I forgot something from my car." I'm like, "Okay, cool, man. Just come on."
Never came
He
back.
never came back. He never came back, man. It's like, oh, so I guess he didn't come back, man. He got embarrassed.
Hey, man, you know what, man? That's a float your boat, man. I guess times are different, man. Shame was a thing back then.
Yeah. Today, nobody cares.
Nobody cares about
Everybody has
nothing.
an OF account. Everybody does
Oh,
it.
man. Yeah, man. I watch people justify it lately, man. Hey, you made your money. Some of these chicks are filthy rich. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody mad at you just paying your bills. So whatever.
Independent, strong woman. I don't need no man.
Man, I'm about to watch this show again. Probably gonna order some BW3.
There you go. All right, man. Let's shut it down. Punny, peace out, man. Stay Canadian.
Yeah, shout
Eat
out
that
to Punny
pizza
for hanging in there with us, man.
with the pineapple. And
'Cause you had a few other shows going on, and he chose to hang with us
yeah,
for 2 hours.
yeah.
So shout out to Punny, man.
Peace, dog. Bye.